John was your typical high school boy. He was liked by some girls, hated by some guys, had a loving family and a loving girlfriend, or so he thought. His life was pretty chill. He didn't have any particular goals. He just went with the flow. One day, there was a party in town. All the high school kids were invited. John was going with his two best friends, Mike and David, and his girlfriend, Lisa. The four of them were inseparable. They did everything together. Mike and David were single, so they were always trying to get girls. John usually didn't help them, but this time he promised to try. "I owe you guys one," he said. As they were walking to the party, Mike and David kept giving John advice on how to talk to girls. "You gotta be confident, bro," David said. "Yeah, and you gotta make eye contact," Mike added. John just nodded, although he had no idea what they were talking about. He was too busy checking out this girl over here. She was wearing a tight red dress that showed off her beautiful curves. Her name was Sarah, and she was in John's physics class. He had a huge crush on her, but he was too shy to talk to her. When they arrived at the party, John immediately went to the bar to get some drinks for him and his friends. "Hey, can I get 3 beers, please?" he asked the bartender. "Sorry, kid, you're underage," the bartender replied. "Oh, okay," John said, disappointed. He really wanted a beer. As he was walking away, he heard someone call his name. He turned around and saw Sarah walking towards him. "Hey, John," she said. "Hi, Sarah," John replied, surprised. "Do you want to dance with me?" she asked. John was stunned. Was this a dream? This was the girl he had a crush on, and now she wanted to dance with him. Sure," he said, still in shock. They went to the dance floor and started dancing. John was a terrible dancer, but Sarah didn't seem to mind. They danced for what felt like hours. John was having the time of his life. Then suddenly, John felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned around and saw Lisa standing there with a furious expression on her face. "What are you doing here?" she asked, glaring at Sarah. Sarah started to say. But Lisa cut her off. "Don't you have anything better to do? Like go talk to your friends or something," she said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Then she turned to John and said, "Come on, we're leaving." As they were walking out of the party, Lisa kept giving John the silent treatment. He was too afraid to break the silence. He knew that whatever he said would make things worse. When they got home, they both went to their separate rooms without saying a word. John couldn't sleep that night. He kept tossing and turning in his bed. What did Lisa mean when she came to the party? Was she jealous? But why? John had never seen Lisa at any of his school's social events. And even if she was jealous, why was she so rude to Sarah? The next day at school, John decided to confront Lisa. He went up to her locker and asked her what was wrong. "What do you mean what's wrong?" "You know what's wrong," Lisa replied. "I saw you dancing with that girl last night," she continued. "It wasn't like that," John tried to explain, but Lisa wasn't having it. "Oh, so you're just gonna deny it? You think I'm that stupid?" she asked, her eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry, Lisa, but I don't know what to say," John replied. Lisa stormed off, leaving John standing there with a confused and hurt expression on his face. So what was Lisa's problem? Why did she get so angry when she saw him dancing with another girl? And why was she acting so distant after the party? John had no idea. He was too busy thinking about his own feelings to realize that Lisa was in pain. He thought that Lisa was the girl of his dreams, the perfect girlfriend who loved him more than anything. But maybe he was wrong. Maybe Lisa wasn't as perfect as she seemed. Or maybe she was just jealous. Who knows? All we know is that John was left confused and heartbroken.